All rise. Judge Vanda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is the Ocean case.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Miss or Mrs. Ocean?
Miss.
Miss Ocean, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I need more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities?
Kevin's, our son.
Kevin? Okay. How old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14. Okay. And you need more money. He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and healthcare, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive.
All right, buckle up because this case is about to turn everything upside down. Ocean is back in court, demanding more financial support from her ex for their 14-year-old son. She says tuition, healthcare, football, and guitar lessons are stacking up fast and she can't carry the burden alone. But here's the twist. The father is already paying nearly $600 a month and claims he goes above and beyond, covering even more expenses when their son stays with him. So now the question is, who's really pulling their weight? And when does a parent want 4 more across the line into being legally unreasonable? Stay tuned because Judge Vondaby is about to deliver a ruling that challenges entitlement, effort, and the very definition of co-parenting responsibility.
Anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For healthcare.
Healthcare? How much is healthcare?
It's $185 a month.
$185 plus $395. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know? What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team. And then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay. And has he enrolled in those activities yet? Or
yes.
Okay. And you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for it?
At least help, yes.
Okay. So there is anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right. Sir?
Yes.
You pay $395 in tuition.
That's correct.
And is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's $185.
It's $185. Okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities and everything else too. So it starts to add up.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
And she wants you to pay for more than that?
Tensions are rising in the courtroom. Ms. Ocean rattles off a list of new expenses: football, guitar lessons, extracurriculars, and she wants full reimbursement from the father. But here's the legal reality. In Texas, extracurricular activities aren't mandatory unless both parents agree or it's Judge Vonda B. isn't buying the one-sided demand. She calls it out. Why should one parent foot the entire bill just because the child's interests are growing? And then comes the turning point. When Ms. Ocean admits she also has a job, the judge doesn't hesitate. She drops the gavel on fairness. Both parents are responsible, not just one. So, viewers, what do you think? Is Ms. Ocean asking for help or trying to shift the full load onto her ex?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right. Yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have him pay everything? Did somebody tell you that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and, get that fixed.
This next moment changes everything. The father isn't some deadbeat dodging responsibility, he's a hardworking pool cleaner earning $45,000 a year. He's already paying for tuition and health insurance on top of nearly $600 in child support. Judge Vonda B takes notice. She shuts down the narrative that he's skating by and turns the spotlight back on the mother. Was she expecting child support to cover everything? Because in this courtroom, wish lists don't win cases. Support is about shared responsibility, not handing one parent the entire financial load. So now we ask you, should courts push parents to be more accountable or just more generous? Let us know what you think.
I have to go with what's in front of me. So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13, which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. However, considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So it
Oh, okay. I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
Now we've entered the decision zone. With a $45,000 income, the father's guideline child support calculates to about $589 per month. But then watch Judge Vonda go to work. She spots a discrepancy in the paperwork for health insurance and gives the father a warning: no proof, no credit. In family court, if it's not on paper, it doesn't count. Still, Judge Vonda uses her judicial discretion and drops his monthly payment to $395. Why? Because he's already paying for tuition, a major obligation that the court recognizes. That's right under Texas law. Judges can deviate from guideline support when a parent is already meeting critical financial responsibilities. Legal fairness meets practical parenting. And in this courtroom, it's rare but refreshing to see both respected.
No problem.
I was told there would be no math during this session. So.
And that's one, I thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me. I still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support is going to be the $395 a month for the tuition that you would pay. And you
Okay.
Here it comes, the moment of realization and confusion. Dad braces himself, thinking his payment is about to increase. But Judge Vonda surprises him. Nope, it's actually going down. With a touch of humor but no lack of clarity, she explains, his new $395 payment will officially cover tuition, health care. That's still on him but separate from support. And for the mother, this is a wake-up call. She now has to carry her share of the financial load. 2. This wasn't a courtroom takedown, it was a realignment of responsibility. A reminder that child support isn't about punishing one parent, it's about balance. So now it's your turn. Did Judge Vonda get it right? Or should Dad have been ordered to pay more for the extras?
have to keep covering the health insurance. And if you choose to pay for football and guitar, that's up to you. But ma'am, you need to be responsible for something. So does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, I appreciate it though.
No problem. Well, you don't even have to thank me. You can thank the legislator because they give us the option to do this for people. It's just the right thing to do. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, Judge Vonda struck the perfect balance, empathy with accountability. She recognized the father's steady financial support and refused to let him be overwhelmed by unreasonable extras. Instead, she locked tuition into his child support and firmly reminded the mother, shared parenting means shared cost, period. This case is a clear reminder. The courtroom doesn't reward emotional pleas, it rewards fairness, facts, and real effort. If this case opened your eyes to how child support really works, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe for more straight shooting family court drama.
Hi guys, we've reached the educational portion of our show. I just wanted to go over what you all watched in the case of the Ocean. So in this particular case, mom was seeking for dad to not only pay child support, but she also wanted him to continue paying the expenses for the child, as well as paying the child's tuition. Would he be court ordered to do that? Absolutely not. Under Texas law, the court takes the obligor's net resources. And that amount is, it's a reasonable amount. It's based on what they actually make each month. Well, a court can also do what's called a deviation from the standard child support amount. The court can consider additional factors in deviating from this amount. In this particular case, you saw the court use child care expenses as a reason to deviate. So instead of setting his child support at that monthly obligation based on his net resources, the court deviated from that and made him responsible for the child's tuition every day, which protects the child's education. So that was the reason why in that particular segment, you saw that there was a deviation from what he should have been paying in child support to covering the child's education.
Do you know of anyone who's experienced a similar situation? Be sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure you comment below. You never know. Their story may end up as a scenario on our show. After all, these kids aren't raised on air alone. Support Court with Judge Vonda B.